You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 236. Man.
230, I know, right? 236, man. I'm Ralph Targaryen, king of the Andals, first of his name. House Targaryen.
Hey, talk about it. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJY-FM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, hope.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man. Round of applause. Round of applause. For the first time in about 3 to 4 weeks, Ralph and I are side by side again.
Yes.
Here to bring you guys another episode.
Right. Another riveting episode.
Man, how you feeling, bro? How you
feeling good, man. Feeling rested, rejuvenated.
Yeah.
In our pre-production or our bro talk.
Right.
We kind of go over those things. We had a deep conversation, actually. It's kind of, I wouldn't say draining, but it was a good, deep conversation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Conversations that, I kind of cherish in our friendship, I'm saying, to be honest. But for real, I'm cool, man. I was able to, go down and be out with the bros for 4 days in Tampa. It was a lot. I don't ever want to see y'all niggas again, even though I'm gonna see y'all here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, listen, it was a lot, man.
It was a lot of people.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the good bros I met, down in Tampa, and the bros that I was with, man. We had a great time, man. Just enclave.
That's what's up. Now the dragon on your shirt, is that on your hoodie? Is that for House of Dragon? That's just coincidence.
Coincidence.
Okay.
I promise you, it was just somebody gave me this. I was just like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I'll wear it.
It's lit.
Yeah, but
it's lit.
But I was gonna try to flip that at some point. I was like, House Targaryen, baby. But if you watch House of Dragon, that shit's split anyway. It don't really matter what side of the House Targaryen you on. I mean, I'm team black though, but
okay,
we'll talk about that.
I'm team black just because I'm black. So yeah. Clearly, somebody that jumps in and out of House of Dragon. I don't know what they're going on, but no, that's what's up. Hey man, I'm good.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody had a good holiday, a good free PTO day. I'm not saying July 4th anymore because we don't celebrate that. Free PTO day. So I was at the crib chilling, put some stuff on the grill. I'm at a place now where it's like it's the second part of the year, right? First half of the year has gone. And now I'm like, okay, what do I need to achieve? What do I need to do for the second half of the year, right? So, because we in the beginning of January, January, yikes, right? The middle of the beginning of July,
yes,
and July look like it got somewhere to be too. Like these months are going crazy. So, yeah, man, just trying to figure out what's next on the agenda and the plan of life for this year. So that's where I'm at right now with it.
Life, you're mapping out your life. No, I get it. Short term, medium term, and long term goals. We just talked about.
We did. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Just with everything. Like I'm currently content, but I'm looking to just looking to elevate, do something different. What's coming? I don't know.
Got to, bro. Got to, man. But I mean, all in all, everything is everything. But yeah, what we doing? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
I got one for you. Okay. I think you'll like this one, bro. We spend so many times, kind of going over what our best comic book villains are, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the portrayals in films. Because, me, I've always built my basis of my arguments off of the villain in the movie.
Right.
Is, how good I like the film.
Absolutely.
But we got to flip the script, bro. What's the worst one?
Oh,
like the worst. And I know source material work better than me, but just when it comes to like how that shit look on film, on film, who is the worst villain to ever be portrayed in a comic book adaptation?
That's a really great question.
I'm not going to give you any examples because they'll lead you to an
it's
answer.
it's
so many.
It's so many ways you can go with it, right? Is it because the
actor
was just trash? Is it because the character was written terribly? Is it because they didn't interact with the hero that much? Like,
it's a lot.
It's so many different ways. Let me see.
And I'm not giving my answer.
And look, I don't want
to lead you to. I don't want to lead you with anything. I just want you to see. I want to see where your mind goes.
My first instinct wants to say God, Gore, the God Butcher, but I'm not going to say him because it.
Well, I mean,
you had Christian Bale.
It's very.
It had the potential.
Reasons. Yeah.
It had the potential, right? I'm going the what's my man's name? The Dark Elves, Malachi, the Dark Elf from Thor: The Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the movie itself is trash, and just a trash movie with a trash villain. No in-depth story, no backstory on Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why he was going for the ether. Just an all-around bad written character. Just period. Yeah. That's where I'm gonna go.
Okay, cool. This one may be a little. I think it may be controversial. I think because the film is so trash, people won't care that I'm saying this. But I'm gonna have to say Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Really?
Yeah. I think my POV of what Batman Forever is fucked up what the Batman is in my eyes.
Okay.
Because that version of the Riddler and this version of the Riddler, I can't accept this serious guy over here because Jim Carrey, they let Jim Carrey pretty much put on the Riddler suit. And when you understand Jim Carrey as a comedic actor, like at that time, I don't think Jim Carrey's acting prowess was as big as his star may have let on. Like I think it was just comedic stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a better actor now. Like as time went on, right?
Okay.
But right now it was just like that was Ace Ventura in the suit. Like you know what I'm saying? We give it a thou, right?
Crazy.
So
That's
I
crazy.
mean, like he's clearly one of the bright spots in the film, but I think the Riddler was kind of diminished by how comical that film was, right? And we're talking about the worst adaptations. I'm not shitting on Jim Carrey because he's a him, so it's not that. It's just the version of that character. It's kind of like Mr. Freeze or Two-Face, right? Think about how all three of those characters are so slapstick. You know what I'm saying? I could have went with either three.
You could have. And the fact, wait, all three of them was in the same movie?
No. Freeze was in Batman and Robin.
Ivy.
Yeah, in Batman and Robin.
Okay. That's right. Okay. Jeez. Listen, my nostalgia would not let me shit on Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. So I mean, I'm not mad at it, but it's dang. The fact you had to bring it to attention is like, damn. I mean, you right, but
compare Two-Face from Dark Knight and Two-Face from Batman.
You absolutely right, but so is what I'm saying. That's funny. All right. So for my off the dome, so one of my favorite TikToks currently, right?
Okay.
There's a guy that's going around like just random places challenging people to connect for.
Oh, okay. No, I thought it was something else. Okay. Nah.
It's a dude literally just walking up to random people challenging them to connect for, right?
Okay.
I'm talking about all types of people.
Okay.
And it's funny, right? It's cool because he not only is he walking up to these random motherfuckers, like he roasting them while they playing, like it's crazy, but it's all in jest and good fun, right? Everybody, everybody's receptive. It's cool. So I want to ask you, clearly that man's game is Connect Four.
Okay.
But if you had a game that you would run up on a random stranger that you know you nice at and challenge anybody, what game would it be?
See, this is it.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be something like quick, like a Connect Four, but just any game.
The thing with this is it's one of those games where it takes a lot of time, and I'll play this until I win.
Yeah.
But now Monopoly though.
Monopoly,
I love Monopoly.
Okay. That's I'm not mad at it.
I love Monopoly, man, but it's just I know that's a time-consuming game.
Monopoly is definitely gonna take you all night.
And so it'll take you all night.
Absolutely.
Because niggas don't play by the rules. Man. Listen. I'm like, hey, bro, let me pass go. I'll get you. I'll get you a little punk ass $200. I'll get you a little rent money when I pass go.
But see, that's life though. That's actual life. That's actual life. Like that's
For
crazy. Mine's a dominoes.
Okay.
Anybody can get it. Shout out to my Uncle Leo. He taught me and my sister how to play dominoes when we were like 10. Like we were super young. I've been at the uncle table playing dominoes since I was 16. Like
yes,
all fades are welcome. Like, you know how people
All
be all
fades.
they all welcome, the
All
smoke,
fades are
all of it.
welcome.
I'm here.
I-
I'm here. So yeah, this definitely dominoes for me.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
I love it. Now, people, that was Off the Dome. What is the worst comic book villain adaptation you've seen?
Yes, and then what game would you challenge anyone to that you know that you nice at and you're probably not gonna lose? Let us know.
Yes, sir. OS gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk? We
What's
got a few topics
cracking?
here on the OS news docket for this week, but we have to start, I guess, in chronological order, right? Let's start here at
Okay.
the top, right? BET Awards, you know, they aired on Sunday. We didn't record last Sunday, but even if we recorded last Sunday, we would have missed it by proxy of recording.
Facts.
So we're here to discuss what the aftermath of the BET Awards was. Johnny, did you get a chance to watch the BET Awards?
No, because I don't have cable.
Okay.
But you know they're gonna clip it to death. So I've listened. First of all,
pretty much did.
I follow a lot of people on Twitter that live tweet
Yeah.
the whole thing. So I pretty much got the gist of everything that happened. Of
Mhm.
course, I was able to go back and watch videos of the performances and things like that,
Yeah.
and even saw a little bit of controversy between two individuals from the award. So
yeah.
I guess we're gonna get into all that.
Yeah, we can get into all that, man. Let's start here first, man. I guess the performances are always the key, the highlight. I think in recent memory, we just kind of gotten away from what the awards actually are.
Yeah.
We don't put so much weight on them. I'm, you know, hey, that's another conversation for another day.
Right.
But your man's Willard Smith,
Willard.
the Willard, jumped out here with a new single, man. What you think about it, bro?
First of all, let's just give a round of applause to Will Smith, because it's a whole generation or two of individuals that don't know that he's a rapper. So for him to, I don't know why. Okay, anyway, so for him to even like still be able to perform at the caliber that he does, I think is dope.
Okay.
So that's one.
Okay.
Two, so he debuted a brand new song. I
Yeah.
do not know what the song's name is, but it was cool. Like, it
Mhm.
was okay. It's pseudo gospel song. You
Mhm.
know, we always say having a choir is a cheat code.
Yeah, it is.
And especially Kirk Franklin's choir.
Mhm.
So that's an extra cheat code.
Mhm.
I mean, overall, I thought it was cool. Like, I thought it was a really good performance, a really good song. Will I stream it? I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
even know if it's out.
No, it's out.
It's out.
But it's cool. Like, you know, listen, I'm the person that always leans into the choir song. So it's like, but some about this one just don't seem genuine.
Okay.
That's why it's hard for me to buy into it. Cause like, Will, you didn't have to like, listen, I don't think Will ever lost the black vote. So he didn't have to
Nah,
he
never,
didn't hit
never.
I don't think Will ever lost the black vote.
Never.
You should have did that at their show. Like, you should have made like, you lost their vote. You didn't lose our vote. I don't think Will Smith has ever looked up and said Will is for the white people. I don't think we ever looked up and thought we lost Will Smith.
No,
I don't think
never,
at any
never,
point
never,
in his
never.
career we ever looked up and said Will is over there.
Mm-mm.
Will has always done a great job of still being relevant with us. Like, I don't think he ever really left us, but another conversation. But it's just like with the gospel choir, the Kirk Franklin, the Friday, I was like, ugh.
So wait, so you think that performance was a little like a plea for people?
Man,
I didn't.
what? Come on now.
but so I feel that way because of the reason you just said. Like, he never lost the black vote.
Like that's what I'm saying.
He never lost it.
That's why you.
So why you got to do it? Why you do it?
Why you do it though? Because no, the reason I'm questioning is right. The reason why okay, and maybe you can call it hypocrisy or whatever. But when I look at Kanye, he came out the gate with Jesus Walks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when he came back with Sunday Service Choir and all them, I was
it made sense.
you know, he was already doing it because Jesus Walks was getting played on the gospel station.
True.
Give me one serious Will Smith song, and I got one.
One serious Will Smith?
Yeah,
you mean okay?
No, not
the joint. Okay, I think I understand. What
yeah,
you're saying.
like serious in tone, not as far as him being like a
real rapper.
No, I'm not doing that. But just the two of us. That's
yeah,
all I got.
That's
all I got.
That's all
so that's why it's hard for me to believe this. Like, not to say he ain't never went through no shit. He ain't, like, the marriage has been on the rocks publicly. He slapped Chris Rock. It was a lot going on for your boy. And so
maybe it was a redemption for himself. Maybe it was something for him to say, okay, let me this is like him touching grass.
I
Like,
guess, right. I was like,
this is him touching grass. He coming back to the roots, the BET, and
right. I was like, he was there and he left because he performed this shit. He didn't sit front row. Listen, it tells you he came there with an agenda. That's why I ain't buying it. Like, he ain't stayed the whole time. He performed that shit and left.
Can you imagine Will Smith sitting in the audience and watching Ice Spice perform?
Well, listen, hey man. I mean, you already now this was shit 19 years ago at this point when him and Jada hosted the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way different.
A lot can change.
Man, what a lot has changed.
But I mean,
continue.
I think the reason being they had movies to promote at the time too. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, Will is a Hollywood A-lister. It comes with something, bro. And I mean, listen, I at least give the BET Awards the people behind the scenes the credit that they deserve with at least trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Will, it's kind of like a twofold thing. Like, Will needed it in a sense because he's trying to roll out a new single album or a new image per se, right? And the BET Awards needs that splash of a performance from an A-lister that opens their show, because it used to be a point in time where Beyonce opened the show, Usher opened the show, you know, like big artists.
And I think today,
like, and I'm talking about new songs too. Then Kanye did Power. He performed Power for the first time at the BET Awards.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
that's crazy.
That's the lineage of shit that we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So Will Smith is added to that now.
Do you think this is probably not a good question. I'm gonna ask it anyway. Do you think Will Smith performing there is like the start of them trying to get more A-listers to be at the awards? Like, is this step one for the
it's
future?
Step one, and I mean, this is the thing that the BET Awards are starting to suffer from, right? The Grammys have to go through the same thing.
Yeah,
like all award shows you got to scratch my back and scratch yours. Like, it's a favor for a favor. Am I winning something? Am I performing? Am I something? So if these A-listers, at least in our world, in our space, have nothing to perform and they're not being honored, why am I coming?
I mean, yeah, it's true. Well, no, you're right, because even back in the day, right? Of course, you still had people that were promoting something, but it used to be an event, right? Like, to get invited to the BET Awards, to get invited to the Grammys was a thing. Like, it was a thing. You wanted to be able to be there. But I guess, again, this is an afterthought of what social media is. We see these celebrities all the time. So we don't have to be at the Grammys now. We don't have to be at the BET Awards, because I can just post something and get how many of the likes and comments there. So,
well, and it kind of gets to the whole, like, that was my whole reasoning for bashing the BET Awards prior to this, happening. It was just like the lack of talent, the lack of star power that's going to be at these shows. And you see what the product is, right?
And that's how you get Drewski standing up in the aisles dancing while Ice Spice is performing. These are the clips that I see on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot. There's a lot going on, man. And I mean, Sexy Red got on the stage for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the performance was all right, but I mean, I don't know, man. I just hate that Sexy Red takes the blunt for all the bad things that happens with hip hop.
She's the
poster child for that.
Basically, she's the one that's in the most forefront of that side of hip hop. At least I'll say. Hey man,
but she ain't the only one that inhabits the space, and I think that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, I think Lotto inhabits the space. She raps better, but Lotto's content is the same thing, and she dumbs down her raps to make that type of music too.
Well, it's all about the presentation and how you deliver.
Yeah,
said.
and Ice Spice is in that same space, but we talking about two light-skinned girls with dark skin. Listen, I'm calling y'all colorist niggas out, because I never seen nobody do an expose on Ice Spice or Lotto. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Like, I ain't never seen nobody do that.
Damn. I mean, you're not wrong. So
either way, but it's more to get to with the BET Awards. I mean, the Usher tribute. Usher Raymond IV was honored by BET. Did you get a chance to check out that performance?
I did. And shout out to everybody that was involved. Excuse me. So before we even get into the deep dive into the performances, what did you think about the all women tribute minus Donald Glover?
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. I wasn't wild. It was only like certain moments, like I guess like the Tiana and Victoria Monet, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But, nobody really got out there and just really wowed me as performing anything though.
I have two.
Okay.
Coco Jones. I think Coco Jones did phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then honestly, Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey really surprised me. She performed Good Kisser. So her like everybody that was up there can sing in their own way, right? But I think Coco Jones and Chloe Bailey are different, especially when it comes to
the new
like
school.
choreography and singing as well. Not just just standing there with a mic. I think they are amazing. They did amazing during this tribute. What did you think about Donald Glover opening with a slowed down version of "You Don't Have to Call"?
I mean, it's cool, but he was the only male voice we got that day. I mean, that
and it was auto tune,
and
it was auto tune.
I don't know if I peeped that, but still, it's still. This was I think BET dropped the ball, right? I like the inverse because there have been times where men have done tributes to women and vice versa. I've seen Luke James sing to Tony Braxton.
Right. Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? I seen
right.
Hell, the first BET Awards, Luther Vandross sang to Whitney Houston.
Okay.
So I've seen it happen. So that's not the point I'm coming from. But if you say that male R&B is suffering, this could have been a great platform for some of your male R&B artists to get their issue off, right?
That's a great point.
And I think that's the problem that I have with it. And I know the women flourish and they killing it because obviously you have a plethora of women. But Keke Palmer was not needed. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me hating on Keke, but Keke Palmer was not needed. I love Marsha Ambrosius. She was not needed. It could have been, they could have found some men to honor Usher as well. Because I think Usher separated himself so much from the pack. We don't think he has contemporaries, but he does. You know what I'm saying? Like Usher is Usher, but I mean, there's still like Tyrese. Like Tyrese can sing.
Right? Tyrese is in the crowd.
That my point exactly. Tank loves singing.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
Tank loves singing.
You know Tank would have got up there.
Yes. You got niggas like you got what's that nigga? Avery Kelly or Avery Wilson or something like that. He sings, I think he sings background for Usher.
That's crazy.
You got Eric Bellinger and Vito. Like they was just at a tiny desk. So it's just why? Like I know Chris Brown probably wouldn't go come off tour, and maybe he could have, but
Chris Brown would have been dope.
Chris, I don't know. I don't think they got issues, but it's just
they ain't got no.
I don't know, but it's just. Oh yeah, Chris did have his friends beat him up. It was something weird, right? Didn't we talk about that? His friends beat him up or some shit. But I just think it was just a missed opportunity from BET to kind of highlight some R&B guys to do tribute to Usher.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the only thing.
I agree. It definitely would have benefited from having a mixture. You're right.
Yes,
you're right. Honestly, I say you keep Coco Jones and Chloe Bailey and replace the rest. But hey,
because I mean, Lotto was not needed.
Lotto was not needed, and I ain't like the remix she did.
Nobody asked for that. Now. Like Summer Walker performing her song, that's pretty much with Usher. Like
that was cool.
That was no, I didn't.
No, you didn't like it.
No, because I didn't care for I don't care for the song.
Oh well, yeah, that's why.
I don't like Good Girl and this shit. Get this shit out of here.
Understood.
So maybe that's where that's coming from.
quite possibly, but I mean, overall, it was okay. They definitely could have did a lot better though.
Yeah, and it's just like if you're trying to jumpstart what the BET Awards used to be, and then you're honoring somebody that pretty much got their comeuppance through the BET Award system.
For sure.
You should have came better than that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have with that. Did you want to talk about Taraji and Keith Lee or nah?
I mean,
since we're here.
Yeah, we here. We might as well.
Fuck it, we ball. All right. So apparently TikTok and social media influencer Keith Lee was invited to the BET Awards and he had a great seat, damn near front row, right?
Right.
So Taraji P. Henson, who hosted the show, had a fumble of sorts where she got Keith Lee confused with another influencer. So it caused a big uproar. People, and I think Taraji has even apologized, but I think the thing that came out of it that how social media just kind of turned on what they thought who Keith Lee was and how he took it and how he responded. And I know he recorded like a video of him dropping a rose that Taraji gave him, and people just been on. It's got people divided, and I don't really know where to go with this because I'm very staunch in my opinion on it. So I don't.
Yeah, okay. So Taraji made the mistake, right?
Yes,
Cool, whatsoever.
And she owned up
And
to
I-
it.
and
And
I-
I think that's the. If she didn't own up to it, I think we're having a different conversation.
Yeah. So at the end of the awards, she, did her apology or whatever, whatever to rectify the situation. And then a day or so later, Keith Lee posted the video of him dropping the rose. Now, was that in bad taste? Absolutely. Because why even do that, right? It's totally unnecessary. You could have threw it away, like nobody would have known. Whatever. But Keith Lee did put out a video, I guess, explaining why he did it and like apologizing for it as well. Something about Keith Lee is super positive. So he's a firm believer of everything happens when it's supposed to happen, and it just wasn't my time to have the role type shit. I apologize if it was all that kind of cool, whatever. Bet that happens, and then Taraji responded to that. Now that response was a little on the negative side, and I felt like that response was unwarranted. But in the day and age of social media, you got to have a back and forth, right? So I just think the whole situation was really misconstrued and honestly really unnecessary. Did Taraji have a hiccup during the awards? Yeah, okay, it happens. She corrected it. That should have been it. That really should have been it. But we're in the age of social media, so of course we got to have social media back and forth.
Yeah,
we gotta go video for video.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't know. It's weird, right? My nigga sits in the car and eats food and reviews it, and we sitting and he got to have a back and forth with a Hollywood A-list. That shit is crazy. Like, that shit is insane to me. Like, I'm sorry, and I'm not
different times,
and it's like barriers shouldn't be a real thing in society, but sometimes they fucking are.
Sometimes you need to gatekeep.
Yeah, all right, and you're an influencer.
I agree.
The BET Awards are reaching by even fucking having you here. Like now. I've been on record saying that I ain't really, with all that super positive shit, because it's gonna be a point in time where that shit unravels. I need to see you sweat paws before then, so I can believe in you. Now you start to do fuckboy shit, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel slighted. And if somebody that's more powerful and more famous than you slights you, yes, that comes with a level of like that's fucking with my ego. So I get it from that POV. But if she apologized publicly, what the fuck is the rose thing for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird to me.
I don't know.
That's why I can't. That's where it went left. Like, if she apologized to me publicly, I would graciously accept it. And maybe I'm part of the timeline that maybe got this thing misconstrued. Maybe the rose video came before the apology, after the apology. I don't know. But it's just weird though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird.
Real quick, speaking of food influencers, are you familiar with Mr. Chime Time?
Yeah, I fuck with him because he's negative.
Oh, you saw he was in St. Louis.
Oh, he been killing this shit. Like, but them places I don't eat no way.
That shit been so funny. But you know what he didn't slander though? The Rice House.
I know.
Cannot slander the Rice House. St. Louis has the best Chinese food in the country. Shit, dare I say the world?
Yeah.
Even China. Yes.
It's really a part of the culture here. Like, you can't really fade that one.
It's true.
Everything else can be mediocre, lackluster compared to other parts.
True.
But
that fried rice.
No, that fried rice, that's elite.
It's different, man. It's different. But anyway, I just thought
Chime Time. I fuck with Chime Time because
he's negative.
He's negative.
He is.
I appreciate it.
It's funny because he'll take one bite and say, "Oh, this is the worst."
No,
food.
this ain't it.
This ain't. It's funny. It's funny. I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad. I laughed at some of that shit.
Oh, but listen, it's all about entertainment, baby.
No, he was going crazy. Shout out to next time you in St. Louis though, you gotta stop by with though.
Yeah, man. Just like I don't know. I had no transition for that. I'm just go straight to it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go.
But Kendrick Duckworth Lamar or Lamar Duckworth, I forgot how it goes. Dropped his highly anticipated video for Not Like Us. It is currently over 30 million?
30 million views in 2 days.
Yeah.
I just checked before we recorded. It's crazy.
It came out in the wee hours of July 4th.
Right.
Pacific time too. That joint dropped. It's probably middle of the day for them.
Man, what
the day for us? Like, God damn, hold on, wait.
Shit's out now.
It's like damn. This had 2 views when I clicked on it. I was like, oh damn. Let me click on this. But I mean, the video is out. We got the discourse back going. We back talking about Kendrick and Drake again. Here again, bro. Before we get into any discourse about the beef, right?
Yeah.
What did you think about the video itself, bro?
The video itself So I've watched it several times, right?
Yes.
My first time through it, I couldn't help but smile. Like we've talked a lot recently about regions in hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Regional sounds and things like that.
Yeah.
So to see the video and see him like in Compton over on the West Coast and see like just all the people so excited and happy and singing the words and dance. Like I'm not from the West Coast, I'm from the Midwest, but to see that, like it felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good. It almost felt like I was there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
So being able to see that I thought was amazing. And then so going like switching back and forth between, you know, being out with the people, being in front of the people, back to like the conceptual parts of the video, the back and forth. I thought it was really dope. I really enjoyed this video.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the video.
Same here. I mean, it's a typical Kendrick Lamar video.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I think it's just he just brought his flavor to what this diss track was. Right, he just brought it more to life. Yes, I'm trying not to talk about Drake right now. The video itself, the references, the cultural significance. He had like a lot of local brands on and stuff like that. Sure. So shout out to him for doing that for certain people in California, being in Compton, going to that one place. I don't think they go, hey, y'all not finna run up in Compton taking pictures at that hood spot. Listen,
absolutely not. These are not the Joker steps.
When they put the euro or the gyro on the thing, $7.99 with frise. That's not a place. That's not a place you just go.
Don't go in there bullshit.
Don't go in there bullshit. Matter of fact, call your order.
I was just gonna say you better DoorDash for pickup. So by the time you get there, it's ready. Walk in, walk out.
Right. Leave the Uber running, goddamn.
Right,
like,
man, what?
Because y'all niggas go over there trying to take it. Remember when they tried to gentrify the Joker steps in Bronx?
I do.
Ran them niggas up out of there. Yeah. This ain't the dunes over there in Inglewood. Take your ass.
Go home.
Get your food and go home.
Yes.
But must have been in the video. YG, DeMar DeRozan, even Keita, Keita, yeah, he was in there dancing. I didn't realize it was him, but no, shout out to him. It was very West Coast. And if you're talking about the themes and everything, bro, we'll be here a whole 30 minutes just trying to break down the video. But
that video is gonna be dissected literally for the rest of the year. And honestly, I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
The fact he was doing push-ups in the video, the fact that the Drake lookalike when he walked up on him, he got snatched away.
That was fire.
I'm not gonna hold you. DeMar DeRozan being in the video, nasty work.
The one of the craziest parts to me is like on the A minor part, how he was doing the hopscotch.
That was crazy.
That was diabolical, bro.
But the most diabolical,
the
family matters. Whitney and the kids. And Whitney's crip walk is mean.
Immaculate.
She was walking.
Man,
on
what?
What fuck you talking about? Hold on, that was
hit the gunshot for that because amazing. She killed that.
Listen,
she killed that.
The first time I watched the video, I didn't finish it because I had to rewind it. I was just like, just to show you can't do this with your family. That's pretty much what that was.
That whole scene of the family being in that living room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kids running around, Whitney clearly killing the crip walk, them walking in unison. Nah, that was crazy. That was beautiful.
It's like
beautiful,
like dancing on sacred grave. Now we have to address the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going back and forth with each other and back and forth with maybe the commenters on the YouTube, whoever, right? It's kind of making Drake's disses age horribly.
Oh, terrible. Like milk.
Like
that's sitting out in the sun.
Like
it's bad.
Dave Free hosted the video. I mean, directed the video. He was in there. You tried to use YG against him. YG was in the video. Who else he tried to use against him? You tried to use TDE against him.
Tried to use TDE. Whole TDE was there.
TDE was there.
Top Punch, the whole Black Hippie, all of them was there. He tried to say, about the whole domestic violence thing. Listen,
we don't know what is true, but the unified front is showing difference.
Like that's all I'm saying. Showing completely
Y'all
different.
can keep these dweebs can keep try to reaching for straws and try to gas for some type of life for Drake. But I mean, what we can prove is it seems like they're happy over there.
Yeah, man, what?
It seems like they're good. You know what I'm saying? Until something else until we're proven otherwise.
Yeah.
I think we just have to take Kendrick's word a little bit more than what Drake has put out. And people are holding on to the fact that Family Matters is a good record, which it is. But if he has if he's rebutted and a lot of the stuff,
all
this
shit, man,
it's starting to look crazy.
And what I can see happening in the, I guess I'll say distant future, is people trying to rewrite history.
Well, they're doing that now,
which is insane because 2 or 3 of the Drake disses are like you can only find them on YouTube now.
Well, like I said, the Taylor Made freestyle was trash.
Yeah,
big trash. I didn't like it then. I don't care if they pulled it off DSPs or YouTube, whatever the fuck. It's not good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Tupac AI, that AI shit is out for me. Like, just because I know the type of artist Drake is that gives credence to other niggas to try to do some shit like that. Yeah. That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think he wasn't good or whatever. Yeah, whatever. But that I'm looking at the bigger picture when it came to that. So I don't like the track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's looking shaky, baby.
Shaky.
Looking real.
It's been shook.
Yeah.
It's been shook.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing a lot of discourse clearly around the video. A lot of people are saying that the video doesn't match the song. Like Kendrick's demeanor in the video doesn't match the tone or tempo of the song. Like, I guess, how do you feel about that?
That's a horrible take.
I agree. I just, I just wanted to bring it up just to see.
Right. That's a horrible take because if you be honest, look at how he rapped in the Humble video. Do you think that matched the tempo of the song?
No.
I mean, matched the song.
Right. Yeah. It didn't. And I'm not an expert on Kendrick Lamar videos, but the videos that I remember, they always been like that. They've always been like that.
Listen, when it comes to that video shit, it's only so many people that really make top tier videos. And I'm talking about today.
Yeah.
And Kendrick, Beyonce, and maybe I'm missing somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But those two,
yeah.
When they put their foot in this how I want my shit to look. This how it's gonna look.
But see, they have the money, the power, and the influence to get it exactly how they want it. Yeah. Which is amazing, clearly, because we're the winners here in this.
Oh yeah, because we're getting good music from a great artist. So that's the thing, right?
Absolutely.
And it's been so much discourse around the disc not being good. Kendrick, the song is being extremely played out. What do you think about that?
I still listen to it at least twice a day, so you can't talk to me about it. Can't talk to me about it.
I don't know. It's like if you can survive in our era, right, where Ether was played on the radio. Ether is not even a radio friendly disc.
Man, what?
It's not even close. But could you run from that in 2001 when that song dropped, Johnny?
No,
because it was, and we don't have the access to technology, and that it wasn't reels then. It wasn't social media influence. It was just literally the radio. Ether doesn't even have a video.
When you had right, which is even more crazy. But when you have a hit, when you have a certified monster hit, you're going to hear it. It don't matter. And it just so happens now today with internet, we have way more outlets. It's not just the radio, videos, and stuff like that. No, we got all the social media platforms. You still got the radio. You have so many other additional platforms. So it's like, you gonna hear it. You still can't deny the song is good. Yeah, you may be tired of it, that's fine. But this shit gonna be played at least for the rest of the summer, at least.
The idea that a remix may be coming is crazy. That's true. The fact that Kendrick may be dropping an album around this, crazy.
That was actually gonna be my next question. Mm-hmm. Do you think an album is coming?
Well, yes, because he previewed a song at the beginning of the video that sounded great.
The song sounded amazing. But I wouldn't put too much stock in that because he's done that before and never dropped the song.
All right, touche then.
But that shit did sound great.
That shit sound good. Like Kendrick riding on some hyphy shit. All right. And I think this just shows that, I can do West Coast rap. That's what I was raised on. My flow is built for that. Exactly. I was raised on that type of music. So that's easy to me. But he trying to do different. That's why I at least give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing about superstars in music, right? Kendrick, we know Kendrick is from Compton just because we grew up, we knew where he was from, but he never. I'm not gonna say he never, but majority of the time he didn't make music that sounded West Coast, right?
Yeah.
He just made good sounding music, period, right? So the fact that we're getting the West Coast sounding Kendrick now at this part and at this stage of his career is amazing. It's phenomenal.
Well, listen, I can compare him to every big major artist that has come before him, right? I'm not even gonna put a name on it. You think about however you want to think about this, right? Think about any God tier artist, right? When they get their foot in the door, you make everything possible. You make pop, you make disco, you make all that shit, right? And
absolutely.
when you get a certain level, I can make the shit I want to now.
Yeah.
And not to say Kendrick couldn't have made the shit that he wanted to, but now maybe I'm just in a space where I'm comfortable and I can make the music that I'm comfortable with making.
Absolutely.
You can put a name to it if you want.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of people that fit that mold.
I agree.
So
I agree.
But
listen, y'all, I mean, I understand as humans you get tired of stuff. You can be tired of the song. It's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Especially if a remix is coming.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah. And I just like the revisionist history, the hypocrisy that a lot of people that may side with Drake. I'm not gonna call y'all Aubrey Angels just yet, but just with y'all was begging Kendrick to drop. Where is he at? Even Drake taunted Kendrick.
He did.
So now,
and even that diss was deleted.
So now that the upper hand is still in Kendrick's favor, most public perception says that he won. Oh, it's too much.
Yeah,
you're doing too much. You're riding the beef pause. Like you're riding this too much. You're when are you go do something else? Like
don't matter because
Drake should send you an invoice.
This is what Drake asked for. He asked for this. Now we were in the moment when it all happened.
Yes.
So we're not going to forget. I'm not going to let y'all revise what happened.
Nah, I was there. I synced
it, heard it, all of it. I'm not going to let y'all do that because Drake literally asked for this. And hell, shit, I was too because I wanted to, I wanted a good battle. And Kendrick Lamar clearly showed the separation.
Yeah.
Clearly showed the separation. And it's still showing it.
Yep.
Now, last point. What did you think about the ending shot? Kendrick Lamar standing in front of the owl.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the symbolism, man. Come on, man. I know what a cage bird sings. Stop playing with me.
What? Talk about it. Hey, man, this is a historian over here. Ralph be knowing. But no, a clear nail in the coffin after like dancing on the grave. Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
Man, let's talk about something that's kind of like an offshoot of this said beef, right?
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but William Roberts III, some may know him as Officer Ricky, or better known as Rick Ross, was at a recent concert in Vancouver and got chin-checked, mollywopped, because he played Not Like Us while he was walking off stage. Johnny! What you got to say?
Okay.
About the kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle is absolutely a kerfuffle, right?
Yeah.
Rick Ross, let's talk. Let's have a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-1, my boy. I understand you're the biggest boss. You got all of these like side businesses. You have multiple streams of income. I get this. I understand this. But when it comes to, I don't really know what to call it because I'm a civilian. But when it comes to beef or having issues with somebody, and you're in their territory, not even the city, just in their territory, right? And you know that there are ample amount of people that are going to ride for said person.
Yeah.
You should not do anything to antagonize them. Now, I don't care how much security you got. That doesn't matter because obviously you didn't have enough.
Yeah.
But there should be no way to antagonize. There should be no reason to antagonize them. You're there to get your money, do your performance, whatever you got to do. Get in, get out. Because you inserted yourself in something that didn't concern you anyway. So from there, like, you really should have just left the whole thing alone.
Excuse me. Yeah, well, I'm with you when you're right. Like, the only thing I can remotely even try to push back against is that it's Vancouver. It's nowhere near Toronto. Like, Vancouver's like the west side. It's like the west coast of Canada. Like, you know what I'm saying? Toronto is like the east coast. So this nigga got the whole shit.
Who else does Canada have besides
Beaver? That's all I got. Oh,
Where his ass at?
Cardinal official. No, I'm reaching.
I'm about to say where he at.
I'm reaching now.
I was about to name a hockey player. I can't think of none.
Tory Lane's in jail.
So
see,
see?
The Weeknd. listen, bro.
No, because he beefing with Drake too.
But that's all I got. But yeah, that's it. I mean, everything else. I got nothing else for that. I mean, situational awareness and a level of cockiness definitely plays into this. I'm even not mad at Rick Ross playing the song because Jadakiss went to Philly and diss Beans, so shit happens, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm not mad at you playing the song. It's just a situational awareness of not thinking that something couldn't happen.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? That's the part.
But see, a piece that I read, it was like the altercation wasn't even about the song being played. Well, maybe it kind of stemmed from it, but like, you know, as Ross got off the stage, him and his DJ kind of got pressed by some Canadian Vancouver people. Now, from there, that's when Rick Ross got to talking kind of spicy.
Okay.
And then somehow his DJ got the beats break off.
Listen.
Like, so I don't know.
I'm okay with the DJ getting beat up. The problem I got is that the bodyguard got the brace beat off of him. Listen, man, Ross, just go in and pay him a severance package.
Gotta do
and send him packing, bro.
Get him up out of there.
You gotta get him up out of there, bro. Like,
hey, that's crazy.
Listen, them big.
Who do Canadians was like that?
I mean,
they play hockey. But...
No, I mean, okay. Listen, I'm trying to be serious with this. Okay. So, you know, Canadians are painted in a certain way, but I think they still got hoods. They're not American hoods, but they hoods though. You know
hoods are
hoods. Like, I mean, any major metropolitan area has a ghetto. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hoods are universal.
Yeah, but
we'll say.
But you know, Canadian hoods.
Canadian hoods. Canadian hoods is
funny,
hilarious, and you know that's the title.
Canadian hoods.
Canadian hoods.
But so I'm just like I said, I'm gonna set it the situational awareness. Like, Ross was still barking at this dude like he wasn't in arm length.
That's what I'm saying.
Earshot. And you know, the fact that your bodyguard got stuffed out like that is like he got Jesus Christ. He needed like a Jason Statham type nigga, like, you know, like a hitman, like, you know, like a nigga that don't look like he with the shits, but he, you know what I'm saying? Ross, as much money as you claim you got, niggas shouldn't have been. I don't care. I'm not saying you can't get into a kerfuffle because you're a man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you still are a man. But I need the people that you paying to be more about that shit. And the fact that he got beat up like that is crazy.
This is random, but could you imagine how much the Dora Milaje would cost to be your security?
I mean, you gotta have a lot of vibranium, baby.
Crazy, because that's who we needed. Clearly, that's clearly who Ross needed. Shout out to Canadian hoods.
Shout out to Canadian hoods, man. It's weird, man, because we're in a reunion type of season, right?
Yeah. And
I wanted to present this like original type of question. So recently at the awards and the Essence Festival, the BET Awards, you had Lauryn Hill and Wyclef Jean reunite again. You know, it's not even surprising if they get on stage anymore.
Right, right. They've done it enough.
They've reunited like a few times.
Right.
So there's rumors that a Fugees album is in production, is being recorded, and a tour is to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at the Essence Festival this past weekend or yesterday, there was a sort of Cash Money reunion. So allegedly, right, there was some discrepancy amongst the Cash Money alumni that Turk was not involved. So that caused the discourse amongst the people there. So Lil Wayne performed separately from Birdman, BG, and Juvenile. So whose reunion album is more doomed to fail? If
honestly, just from everything that you explained, it sounds like the Hot Boys, because if you can't get everybody on the same page, I mean, of course, sometimes reunions happen without some members. Like it happens, right?
It happens.
But it sounds like Wayne doesn't want to do it unless Turk, you know, Turk has to be involved for Wayne to want to be involved.
Yeah.
And listen, the last time I saw Turk, he did an interview on 85 South, but that might have been like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think he had just gotten out of jail or something.
Yeah, he's like a Vlad TV nigga.
Yeah. So
point, respectfully,
which is crazy because clearly the opportunity is there for him to, get back and make somewhat of a name for himself again in music.
This was a
this
was just a chance to make a moment, right? Because I was low key excited. Not to say I was gonna watch it in real time, but if they did it properly, I would have watched it, in hindsight on YouTube or wherever. But just knowing that y'all was in y'all hometown, Essence Festival, low key, that's your crowd now.
Facts.
So the people that are going to Essence Festival now are age appropriate to appreciate a Cash Money reunion, that type of reunion. So it was definitely a missed opportunity. I think from what I could tell, they still put on a great show. But the discourse amongst them where they couldn't figure it out and they let it pretty much spill over like that, it's kind of nasty. Because if Lil Wayne goes on and does his solo set, I mean, clearly Lil Wayne's the biggest star out of all of them. And if he's not on board, shit, you gotta shit paddles up shit creek, paddle up shit's creek. So it's like, I don't really know what to do with that, right? And then let's look at the other side, because I can sit here and talk about Cash Money all day, but another Fugees album, okay.
I mean, I'm not against it.
Yeah,
but it's like in 2024 again, we have this conversation often about our elder statesmen in hip hop. Why not?
No, I'm not against the album. I'm not against the album. I'm here for it if they do it. If they did put it out, I'm gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? Same with the Hot Boy shit. I just don't believe it because of the track record that the Fugees have put out. I got because they go on tour 2 years ago.
They did. And wait, speaking of,
that's what I'm saying.
Is Praz in jail?
Listen, or he was getting ready to get sentenced or something. Like,
was he like a CIA informant? Or
listen, bro.
No, that's crazy.
I know that's crazy, right? Shit, that Fugees shit don't look too promising.
Man, what? Damn, I might have to retract my answer. Like
that's why I was like, hey, we gotta sit and talk about this, because I'm like this. And then, I mean, just proving Lauren has been outside a little bit more consistently. Whaaat is the one you can probably bank on the most.
Absolutely.
But I guess it depends on if Whaaat and Lauren can coexist.
They're gonna have to change their name. They can't put out a Fugees album. It got to be like Cliff and Lauren or some shit. Like,
listen, it can't be Fugees. And it's okay if y'all come back as a duo, because I want you for this shit.
Ghetto Superstore, no.
That's the only.
That's one. It. That's it. And that's because of Maya.
Yeah, listen. And talking about. Oh man, put some respect on ODB, baby. Whoa.
Hey,
ODB was squalling on that song, man.
He was. But so.
There's one time you gonna hear me give Wu-Tang nigga credit.
Right, look.
One time. That one time.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna say.
But I mean, I just thinking about what the Fugees mean to, at least that's time and space in hip hop, what they were able to do in such a short amount of time, the offshoot of albums and hits that they still produce. Yeah, it's a conglomerate that you can't ignore. But I'm always here for introspection and new levels of thought and music and all that energy that they can put into that. I just don't believe it, just because of the lack of what y'all haven't been able to do.
Yeah.
And that's more so creative differences, where Cash Money shit is more so money.
Right.
Financial. So,
right.
And I'm not sure which one you can overcome, because I think the Fugees had real life situations that kind of crumbled the group, where I'm not saying that financial situations don't crumble situations and make you, have a level of animosity towards somebody, but I think it hits different when it's not even about money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clearly the money was okay, because nobody ever talked about money over there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's I don't know. But if I had to pick one, right, I think the Fugees is more doomed, because even if it comes out like the tour, I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in them touring?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, because
this is the thing, right? At the end of all that, it's still like New Edition doing a tour, right? Yeah, they came from New Edition, but if I get BBD to do they joints, Bobby Brown to do some of his joints, like it
has to be that.
It has to be that has to be a part of y'all set list.
Yeah.
And that happens if we're talking about Lauryn Hill, who has, per Apple Music, this ain't me, the #1 best album of all time. So you know what I'm saying? So she gotta leave perform X Factor. Like, she gotta do something. Do wop that thing, she gotta do something, baby.
See, does she perform Lost Ones? Because that was apparently a Whaaat diss. So does she do that?
Shit, X Factor was about him too.
Oh,
so
why not?
Listen, why not?
Double up.
Shit, she had, and I mean, kind of even going back to the BET Awards, her performance was good.
Okay,
the performance was good. I don't know if you watched it, but her and her son, Lil Marley.
I heard about.
Yeah,
that.
like,
I
it
didn't
was
get a chance to watch that.
It was
one, but I
actually a
heard-
good performance.
That's what's up.
So, and then Whaaat came out. So listen, the energy is there. Like, they can do it. And I'm confident in the fact that they can make music, because the question mark about the music is actually more so on this side with the High Boys, right? Because I think even you had like reservations. I was like, I'll listen, but I know that Juvenile and BG go rap. I don't know about Turk so much. And then the biggest question mark is if Lil Wayne wants to do it, how's Lil Wayne gonna sound? Because I know what I'm getting with Juvenile and BG. I'm not worried about that because I know what that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
It's just what mode of Lil Wayne are we gonna get on this album?
Does he go back to Hot Boys Lil Wayne? We don't know, because it's been over 20 years, close to 20 something years.
I listen, and I would have to ask somebody that has seen Lil Wayne live. When was the last time he performed anything he made before Carter 1? If he performs anything from Carter 1,
that's a good question.
You may get Carter 2 on and still have a decent set from Lil Wayne. He can perform anything from Fireman up until, I don't know, I'm gonna just say Mona Lisa or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That run. He does not have to perform anything from Block is Hot, anything the Hot Boys, Shine, anything from the Carter. Like, he doesn't have Lights Out. You don't. I mean, what's it? The Terrible album, 500 Degrees.
500.
Yeah. You don't have to perform none of that shit, and he don't even rap like that no more.
He don't. It's different when you get a fire feature verse every now and then from Wayne, right? Mm-hmm. But we talking album. Talking album mode. It's different.
What's the last project? Now, I'm not gonna say that we enjoyed from Wayne, but what's the last project that he was featured on consistent? Was it Collie Grove that we listened to? Collie Grove too?
Oh no, he was on Benny's album that came out in January.
No, not a feature. I'm talking about, like you said, like I know you just pointed.
Oh, you mean like his like album that he's a part of? Oh yeah, Collie Grove too.
Yeah. And that came and went, right?
Yeah.
Not to say it was bad, but it damn sure wasn't good.
But see, and that dropped like the end of last year, right? Like it was late last year. Yeah. Like November or something, I think. Damn.
I know, right?
Yikes. Yeah, it's been less than a year. That's crazy.
So damn. So am I changing my argument again?
I
don't know.
It sounds like
it. Well, shit. I
mean, both probably doomed anyway. So it's a matter of which one is more doomed.
Like, more doomed, right? Because both of them go back.
Shout out to Fantastic Four. It's crazy.
Well, clearly, we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for the people, bro?
If you're on YouTube, first of all, thank you for rocking with us this long.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And hit the comment section. If I say it, I'm saying it again. Hit the comment section. Yeah. Let us know about these topics because we want to talk to y'all. And then we'll catch y'all next week.
Oh, yes, sir.
Now, if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
Song of the week. Song of the week. Song of the week.
OS Song of the Week.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.